Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So before we get into that, for those of you that pledged and for those of you that decided to be a part of it, thank you so much for being a part of my Kickstarter. I've hit the target and it's actually gone beyond that. If you still want to be a part of it, you can do so on the link in the description box below. Thank you, thank you, thank you, a million thank yous. For those of you that are interested, on the 10th of December, I will be doing a talk with a tutor Bava over on his channel. I'm so excited for that and actually really humbled by it because, as you know, I love him as an astrologer. I think he's brilliant. So I'll put a link to his channel in the description bar below. And finally, on the 21st of December, we are going to be tapping into that powerful energy of the conjunction and also the magic of the solstice itself. For those of you that came to last year's winter solstice alignment activation session, you know we had an absolute blast. This year it's going to be better because I will be having a guest, and trust me, there are going to be insights and information in this session that you will not be getting anywhere else, and I can guarantee that. With that said, it's $33.33. I wanted this to be super accessible and affordable for everybody. Hit the link in the description box below to get your seat. And with that said, it will also culminate with a full FLP session. So if you've ever wanted an FLP session with me, this is your chance to get that and so much more. All right, so for your key to the week, you have the Lovers card. And right this week, this is about that choice. This is about you discovering or really sitting with what your options actually are. This is going to reveal to you in a lot of ways. I think a lot of you are getting very honest about your relationship status, whether you're single, whether you're partnered, the relationship that you're in or the relationship that you want. This is going to see you being really honest with yourself. It could also bring something up for you this week where you find maybe there is a challenge when it comes to the relationship. Maybe there is something that is revealed to you as not being exactly what you thought it was, or maybe this is you giving an ultimatum. In a lot of ways, I kind of feel like Capricorns have been gearing up to this because you guys have been through a tough time of it this year. You know, let's face it. I mean, everybody has, but you guys have really felt it with the energy that's been moving through your sign. And I kind of feel like this is a moment where you kind of say, you know, enough. It either is or it isn't. You're in or you're out. You do or you don't. There's no in between. I'm at a point now where it's like, unless you're in or out, I want to know exactly what it is. And good for you. Fair play for owning it. For your actions and options, you have the Queen of Pentacles. You guys really aren't playing, right? So you've got the Queen of Pentacles, which would be an archetype or an aspect of self. Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo person. This is in your actions and options. So as far as I'm concerned, this is you showing up as yourself. It's you saying, right, I'm clear, right? I've made my choices on where I stand. I've made my choices on who I am. This week, no matter what comes up, I need to know. And I think for a lot of you guys, you're going to be giving ultimatums across the board. You're either in or you're out. You do or you don't. I don't care which it is, but make your decision, because after this, we're not doing this whole dance anymore, whatever that might mean for you. For a lot of you, I think you're really going to be taking stock this week of everything: your career, your finances, your money. Like, it's like you're gearing up for that sort of 21st of December moment, right? Which is going to be huge and epic for everybody. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Two of Pentacles. So this is going to see you, look at this, love, connections, relationships, familial ties, all of this stuff is coming up for review this week. There's going to be a lot of interesting conversations this week, and it looks like it's going to be a powerful week for decisions. And I think a lot of the decisions that are made this week, I think this is you guys locking a lot of this stuff in now before we even get to, you know, the week after, which is going to be huge. right? For your money and materials, you have the Three of Pentacles. So look at this, right? We've got the 2 and then we've got the 3. Now, whenever I see runs of numbers like this, I always say to people, this is where manifestation is taking place very quickly. So be aware of what you're doing with your energy. Pay attention to what your thoughts are focusing on, because that's what you're going to expand. It's what you're going to call in. Also, this could be a week where you are either learning something about your work or about your profession, or maybe some of you are finding a new job, you know, this, and I mean, this late in the year, that's pretty impressive. The other thing that I will say to you as well, when it comes to your money, this week, it looks like you're figuring out where you're going to put your money, whether that's in investments, whether it's buying a property. This week, it looks like you're really going to sit down and do the sums, whether this is sitting down and writing a budget, whether it is reaching out to a financial advisor. This is a really powerful week for you to get square on the material level. This is you getting your ducks in a row. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the feeling that I get from this is going to see you very focused on your throat, what you're saying, how you're saying it. For some of you, you know, this could be about how you use that energy. What I will say to you as well, when it comes to your home and environment, this could just be a very busy week. I mean, obviously, you know, it's holiday season, but for many reasons aside from that, I think there's going to be a lot of you guys kind of really, gearing up and preparing. So for your love and relations, you have the 7 of Wands. This, I'm sorry to say, for those of you that are single, or maybe you have somebody that you do a bit of a spiral dance with, you know, you do this and then you go away from each other and you come back and then you go away. This is going to see you kind of saying, no, you know what, I am done. I'm done. And your 7 of Wands is about you standing your ground. So for those of you that are in situationships, this is the week where they come to an end. And the reason that's actually a good thing is, remember, the energy of the solstice, that's Saturn-Jupiter conjunction that takes place in Aquarius. This is going to lock in for the next 20 years what you're dealing with, who you're around, what you're working on, what you're working with. Make sure it's stuff that you actually want. Make sure it's stuff that actually fulfills you or makes you happy, or at least shows a glimmer of promise, rather than just consistent drama and baggage, right? And it's not to say that anybody, we've all got baggage, right? Especially, I mean, I'm 35 now, so at this age, we've all got shit in the store bag, right? But how much of that you live your life through, and how much of that seeps into all of the other aspects of your life, that's when you need to start to ask yourself, you know what, is this person actually what I want and need in my life? That's what it comes down to. For those of you that are partnered, this could be you guys making a very tough decision together this week, and it looks like something that you may have to fight for, but together. So, you know, making a choice, making a very tough choice. And, you know, it's not going to be easy, I have to say. It's not going to be easy, but it looks like you are really moving away from something, but you're doing it on a collective level. So it's going to be an interesting week for you guys for sure. If you haven't got your seat on the winter solstice session, you can do that in the link in the description box below. $33.33. It's going to have me, tarot cards. It's going to have my guest, human design. Trust me, it's going to be amazing. It's going to have insights that you have never heard anywhere else. So with that said, if you want to be a part of it, hit the link. With that, I wish you all of the best for the week ahead. Take care, and I'll see you soon.